Okay, we're in Job chapter 13, and there's some cool stuff in this chapter. And like I say all the time, I really like the nuggets we find as we dig through the Bible. And in Job, there's some great nuggets here, starting in verse 4 of chapter 13. But what you do is whitewashed with lies. You are all a bunch of witch doctors. I love what Job is saying here to his friends. He says, you say all this stuff, you have all these opinions, you have all these things that you call facts, but basically you're a bunch of witch doctors or snake oil salesmen. And if we remember back from the Western movies, there would always be that snake oil salesman selling some kind of elixir that just doesn't work. And that's basically what he's saying to you guys. You sell a bunch of stuff that doesn't work. We see the same thing happening today with politicians. I mean, we got guys running for office and girls that are they'll say whatever to get elected. They're snake oil salesmen. We see scientists that come out with junk science, and we see a lot of that out there too. Unfortunately, we also see preachers and teachers doing the same thing. Ministry leaders misleading their congregation. And this is what Job is saying. He said, don't be a bunch of witch doctors. I like what he goes on to say in verse 5. I wish you would just stay silent, for that would be wisdom. Wow, that hurts a little bit if we think about it. What Job is really saying to him, you will show a lot more intelligence and wisdom if you just shut your mouth. Sometimes the same goes for us. We don't always need to have an opinion about something. We don't always need to say something about something or every subject. Oftentimes it would be better off if we are just silent. So this is the advice that Job's giving these guys. One, you're a bunch of snake oil salesmen, witch doctors, and your advice and what you're saying, you would be better off if you said nothing. But then he goes on to say this in verse 9. If he, meaning God, examines you, will it go well with you? Ooh, if God examines us, and if he examined each and every one of us for what we actually do and say, I think most of us would be in a little bit of trouble. Can you deceive him as one man deceives another? In other words, you can't deceive God. We can't pull the wool over his eyes. It tells us in the Bible that, be careful, your sins will find you out. There is nothing hidden from God. So we understand we can try to get away with stuff, but we can't get away with stuff. But the same goes for them salesmen, them politicians, and all them people that are saying things that are untrue, like witch doctors. They're not getting away with anything. So for us, what we should get out of this as believers, we don't always need to have an opinion. So man, let the opinions we have be from the Lord. Have a blessed day.